Let me say this. How do I say goodbye to what we had? The good time that made us laugh our way back. I thought we gave to see forever, but forever has gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. I don't know where this road is gonna lead to. All I know is where we've been and what we've been through. If I get to see tomorrow, tomorrow has gone away. It's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Wow, Tommie, I got through it. Good morning, good afternoon, family. How are you today? Today I'm coming to y'all with extremely heavy heart. One of my friends, y'all hear me talk about him a lot. As a matter of fact, I think we've done a couple live streams together. He worked for the county. He was a corrections officer, and at that time I was a health inspector. And it was during the time that Jeffrey Dahmer cut up in his damn town, and we would just, it was just a mess. Nobody wanted to go to work. The city was held under extensive press and pressure, and I think those were some of the things that I remember most. But not just that, I remember him being the best friend of my brother, Rick, who is no longer here. And over the period is forged over a 40-year relationship. To say goodbye, it's very difficult. But love never ever dies. And what I wanted to share with you, I'm not going to be on here long because I don't want to break down. I want to get through this. I tried to call Tommie because I was going to see if he wanted to do a live stream with me, and we were going to talk about getting older, because that's one of the things the last time I talked to him about, we were talking about. And then he left me a message, said, I can't catch you for nothing. Where are you? And and when I did get back in touch with him, I saw my phone ringing and I saw his name. And I'm like, hey, what's up, Tommie? How you doing? And And all of a sudden I hear the voice on the other end, and I was like, this voice sounds familiar, but it ain't him. It was his son. And Junior said, look, my father is in the bad shape, and his organs are shutting down, and all of a sudden I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I felt like I was in a Twilight Zone. He said his organs are shutting down, and I didn't call you, but I know I had to go through and find your number because he lives in another state now. And, by him living in D.C. and me being here, there was a lot of information that he said he didn't have. Okay, let's just suffice it to say that. And I'm like, what do you mean? I said, is he conscious? He said, well, he's in and out, but he's not doing good. And I just thought I'd tell you that he was here, and they don't know if they're gonna keep him or if I should get him in palliative care. Something to that effect. It's just that it sounded so far away. I'm like, what the fuck are you telling me? Oh my God. And then he starts going, his organs are shutting down and yada 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 yada. Y'all, I'm just trying to save family. It was the worst. Just the worst. And y'all know I'm already on edge because I'm dealing with my mother, who is 92, and we know that it's not that she's sick. My mama always had a prayer that she wanted to wear out, and to have lived such a full life that just let me wear out. And I think and I know that God gives the faithful what they ask for, because she's held on, and there's no one left in her family immediate, and I always was thinking it was gonna be here, her. So I kind of felt like that energy around me. I had no idea it would be my friend. So I had to get my mind right, and I said, okay, listen. He said, well, he can't hear right now. He's, you can't talk to him. I said, no, I understand that. I understand. I said, but you do realize that the hearing is the last to go, right? And knowing that he's been in this state for over 20 days, and I didn't even get a chance to talk with him or know that he was there, you don't know how bad I feel. And for all the times that I was thinking about calling him, but I had to do something, or I had to, it's just life be lifing. And when I finally do, see him calling me, I'm all happy. Oh, dude, call me, and I got a moment. And to hear that message, oh man, it just messed me up, y'all. So when his son said he's not talking, I said, can you just put the phone down by his ear? Just put the phone to his ear so I can tell him that I love him. And I'm so sorry that this happened and I didn't know. All those things that you want to say to somebody when they making a transition, right? I told him I loved him, and there's a few more other things that I might have said. I just can't remember. It was just love in this space. And when I hung up, well, not hung up, his son was there, and I said, okay, I'm done, because at first he was like, well, I think he felt that I wanted to talk to him, or that I expected him to talk back to me. And I was like, what I gotta say to him, I'm not expecting him to do that. And what happened, he was dead within the hour. And I like to think that everybody else knew but me. That's what it seems like. And maybe he was just waiting on me to say goodbye. So I got a chance to say goodbye to my friend. And that's the thing y'all don't understand about getting older. You just start losing all your friends. And then if you could find one, because when you get my age, you're not too much interested in just meeting a whole bunch of people. It's not like, at least to bring them in your close space. And he was one of the people that was in my close space. We used to fight like cats and dogs. Sometimes we just go through it. It'd be so funny. But we'd always find our way back to love and to our friendship. And I thank God for brother. I thank God for him. I just felt like he was another brother. So I'm just saying, I'm glad you made your transition and comfortably, and you out of the pain and the suffering that you was going through. You don't have to go through that, and the dialysis and all that kind of stuff. And it's just a reminder to me that we're not going to be here forever, and I better do everything I'm supposed to be doing and keep taking care of myself. And so is everybody else, the rays of light. And all the people that's under the sound of my voice. We have to do better by the way we treat each other and the way we treat ourselves. So I just wanted to let it be known, for those of y'all who knew Tommie, if I can go back through my videos and find a podcast that we did concerning Jeffrey Dahmer, I'm going to do a flashback. Other than that, my brother is gone. Love forever. Peace. Until we meet again. Be blessed, brother.